This time last year I did my 2017 beauty favorites. In this video I want to recap on my 2017 beauty favorites, and I want to let you know where they are now and let you know whether I still am liking them 1 year on. And I thought this was a very interesting concept. I saw Angelica Niequist do this and I thought it was really cool to see whether the favorites that she mentioned in her 2017 favorites were still being used 1 year on. So I thought I would let you guys know whether the products that I favorited in 2017 are still my favorites in 2018. So if you want to see all the deets on all those products, then keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. If you're new around here, this is your go-to channel for all things Aussie beauty. So make sure you click the subscribe button down below so you can keep up to date on all the new Aussie made and owned beauty releases and beauty reviews coming in the new year. I favorited quite a lot at the end of 2017. The first is the Bumble & Bumble BB Thickening DrySpun Finish Spray. I still really like this. This is still the same bottle that I had last year. I only use this really when I curl my hair to give me like that nice volume at the root and also that nice wavy beachy texture throughout my hair. I really like the effect that this gives my hair when it's curled. I'm still loving this. I would definitely pick this up again if and when this runs out. Moving on to the brushes that I favorited last year. Firstly was the Colourpop brushes. Pencil brush. I have two of their like flat pinched blending brushes. Then I have two of their shader brushes and then one of their blending brushes. I really like the Colourpop brushes. I think they are great brushes for the price. I love this like white handle. One of these shader brushes I use like on a daily basis to apply shimmer to my lid. They're not the most amazing quality, but these you can get them for like $5 each. So I think they are good for that price. If you're looking for decent affordable brushes, definitely check out Colourpop. Wait until the sale though, because they do quite often have 30-40% off sales and you can get these for an absolute steal. The next brushes were my Hakuhodo brushes. Now I got these when I was in Japan. Hakuhodo brushes are so soft. They're so amazing. These are super duper dirty because I use these really often. They're such great brushes. I really like the pencil brush. The powder brush is amazing. The highlighter brush is also really good. And then like these two mini eyeliner brushes. I love all of them, but those are probably my favorite. This powder brush I use quite often for blush, and it is good if you want like a more heavier blush application. The powder brush is good if you want just a light kind of dusting over it because it doesn't pick up all that much powder. Those are my brushes. Still loving all of them. Next I have a few lip products that I loved. The first are my Ciate Lip Velvet. I haven't used these all that much this year. I do still really like this formula though. It is one of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas. This year though, I just haven't really been reaching all that much towards liquid lipsticks, but these are still a hit for me. I still really like them. I just haven't grabbed them out all that much. Same goes for the Bare Minerals liquid lipsticks. Still really like this formula. I think it's super comfortable on my lips. I have really dry lips, so I can't wear any of those super matte liquid lipsticks, so this is kind of what I go for. It's more like a comfort matte. The color range isn't the best. They do stick more to the nudes, which is unfortunate. I wish they could expand that a little bit more because I really like this formula. I haven't really been gravitating towards liquid lipsticks this year. I've been more about the lipstick life, and mainly because I've just been grabbing for like the lipsticks that I've included in my project pan this year. So a lot of these have been neglected thanks to my project pan. Then I also spoke about my Lippie sticks. I love Lippie sticks. My favorite is Lumiere, which is the collaboration with Kathleen Lights. This is a great everyday nude for me. I do grab these out when I am wanting a slightly different color because they are a super comfortable formula, but I do have some darker like vampy colors, and I also have some more like brick colors in here. So if I want kind of a variation of a nude, I still gravitate towards my Lippie sticks. My three foundations that I mentioned in that video were these three. So the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte. Still loving this. I have a backup in my stash and I'm nearly finished this bottle. Still loving it. Still loving the look on my skin. Next is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. This is the backup that I purchased. I just recently finished the bottle of this. Still loving it. I think it's a fantastic foundation. And the same goes for my CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous. This is currently in my project pan that I'm trying to use up. I have a backup of this in my collection. I'm wearing this on my face today. I absolutely love this foundation. These three foundations are my holy grail foundations at the moment. I haven't found anything that compares or rivals these. Then we have my Stila Magnificent Metals. I have so many of these. You could say that I'm addicted. I haven't grabbed for these as much as I should have this year. The few that stand out to me, mainly Diamond Dust. I always grab out Diamond Dust to like stick some glitter in my inner corner. I did recently pick up 3 of the Vivid Shimmer and Glows. I grabbed a Vivid Sapphire, Vivid Garnet and Vivid Jade. I'm actually thinking I may include some of these in my project pan going into 2019 because I've spent a bucket load of money on these, and I know some people have said that theirs have started drying out. Just purely for the fact that I don't want to waste a lot of my money, I'm going to possibly include some of these in my project pan to try and get them used up before they dry out. Speaking of something else that I have way too many of is my Inglot pigments. I have this whole box here, and then I have this box here, bar the ones right around the edge, which are a different brand. I absolutely love Inglot pigments. If I am ever doing an eyeshadow look where I need just an extra something, like an extra pop or an extra inner corner sparkle of some kind of color, I will gravitate towards my Inglot pigments. I do need to use these more though. I haven't used them as much as I used to or as I should. It's the 3 Colourpop eyeshadow palettes, so the My Little Pony palette, the Femme Rosa palette and the Yes Please palette. I think out of all 3, I've used these 2 this year. I don't think I've used this one at all this year, so I don't think I've done a complete look using either of these, but I have like grabbed them out to grab 1 or 2 colors out of them. But in terms of using them, I haven't used these all that much this year. Same with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. I think I used this at the start of the year and then I kind of forgot about it. I got interested in something else and haven't really revisited it. Same with my Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I enjoyed this one while the hype was real, but there are quite a lot of colors in this palette that I don't enjoy, and I think for that reason I don't grab it out as much because it's just a bit of a hassle. For example, Cosmos is one of those pressed glitters which I've discovered I'm not the biggest fan of pressed glitters, so that one I don't really vibe for. And Amethyst, to me, it's a bit weird. It's like it's sealed over, but it hasn't. It doesn't really have much color payoff. It doesn't pick up all that much on my brush, and it's a very disappointing color. The rest of the shimmers are really nice. The same with the mattes, but I still love purples. I still love this color scheme, but I don't know. It's just something that I haven't really gravitated towards all that much. The color story of this one at the moment, it's just not really, I guess, popular is what you could say at the moment. At the end of 2017, this color story is really what was super popular and everyone was leaning towards. At the moment, everyone's kind of on the bright bandwagon or the green band. We're kind of transitioning into the green bandwagon. So this one definitely has a place in my collection. It's just not really what I'm enjoying at the moment. My NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat powder. I just recently finished this in my 9 by New Year's project pan. I'm still absolutely in love with this powder. This is such an amazing powder for people with oily skin if you want to make your makeup last like all day. If you want your makeup to stay in place all day long and look amazing, this powder is for you. I use this to set my liquid foundation, not as a powder foundation. By itself, it is appalling, but if you use this to help set your foundation, you are going to be absolutely shocked by how good it looks all day long. So next we have my Inglot blush in 28. I still really like this blush. I just haven't been reaching for it all that much. I gravitate towards this blush when I am needing a matte kind of neutral blush. This year though, I had a couple of blushes in my project pan, so this one kind of got forgotten about because if I was going to use a blush, I would try and use them more because I wanted to use them up to reach my goal. This is one of the ones that I always grab for because it tends to go with almost every look. My custom Inglot palette, I still love this palette, obviously because I made it and kind of designed it for my own taste. I haven't used this all that much this year, but it is definitely still one that I can gravitate towards for any inspiration ruts, I guess you could say. I can use some of these basic colors and also these 2 rows here easier to throw together any look that is easy but interesting. Then I had 3 of the Juvias Place palettes. I have since expanded my collection this year as well, but these were 3 of my favorite Juvias Place palettes last year. So I had the Nubian 1, the Nubian 2, and the Masquerade. I still love the Nubian palette. It's a great palette that I can grab for a really nice natural neutral look. Some of these colors in here, they look quite boring in the pan, but they look beautiful on the eyes. Typically when I'm wearing my neutral brown with that nice champagne-y shimmer on my lid, it's from this palette. The champagne is this color, and then I generally grab this one and this one for my crease colors, and then I'm done, and I think it looks amazing. The Nubian 2, to be honest, I haven't really grabbed towards this one all that much either. It's just been one that just hasn't really interested me this year. The color story just hasn't grabbed me at all. Sometimes I find I open a Juvias Place palette and I'm like, how do I put it together in one look? So I feel like sometimes the layout of the Juvias Place palettes could be improved. Juvias Place Masquerade palette. This is another palette that I tend to fall in and out of love with. I do really like some of these shimmer colors and the neutrals down the bottom here. These ones up the top though are beautiful colors. The purple colors and the blue colors are ones that I like to use when I'm feeling inspired. I don't know, this one, it gets me inspired, but it doesn't at the same time. I feel like this one could almost be 2 different palettes. These neutrals down the bottom, yes, it's handy having them in there, but I feel like sometimes these neutrals clash with these colors. Then I had 2 Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kits. I had the Sugar and the Sundipped. Sundipped, I don't think I've used at all this year. I've just kind of forgot about it. I did always gravitate towards Moonstone in here. These 2 here were a little bit too dark for me, but these 2 were really nice. The Sugar Glow Kit, which is my go-to when I don't know what to use, I grab Starburst. It's beautiful on the face. But since grabbing this one, I have picked up the Vlada MUA highlighter, which is phenomenal. Next is the Essence Silky Touch Blush in Babydoll. I haven't touched this one either. I discovered that this one had been like discontinued, so I got scared and I put it back in my drawer and didn't want to touch it anymore because it's such a beautiful blush. But yeah, I really need to not do that because it's just a waste of product if I put it in my drawer and don't use it because I'm too scared that I'm not going to be able to buy it again. Moving back to lip products, my Essence Love Me lipstick. Didn't use this at all this year. And the Lime Crime nude lipsticks. These are beautiful lipsticks. I just didn't grab them because I kind of forgot about them. My favorite out of all of them is Choker, and Choker is actually the one that I have a backup on, so I think I'm gonna try and pan this one this year as well. Only 3 more products to mention. First is the Maybelline Hyersharp Wing Eyeliner. Still loving this one. I use this all the time to do my wings. It is amazing. Haven't forgotten about this one. It's the best eyeliner ever. Still loving it. Still great. Still fantastic eyeliner, and would 100% recommend. Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I love this mascara, but it is so darn expensive. It is a bit ridiculous for me to spend $40 on a mascara when I don't wear it every day, and it dries out before I can use it all up. It's still one of my favorite mascaras. I just can't quite justify the price. The last product that I mentioned was the Hourglass Confession lipsticks. I got this one last year in the holiday sets, and I love these lipsticks so much that I purchased even more. The gold is from last year's holiday sets, and it is the normal packaging, and the pink is from the holiday sets. This year, they are amazing. So much so that I have nearly completely used up one of these. My favorite is the color My One Desire. This is a brand new one that I got this year in the Christmas collection. It is limited edition to the Christmas collection, and I was so happy to get another one because I've nearly used up my one that I got in the Christmas collection last year. These lipsticks are just so comfortable on the lips. They last for a long time, and the packaging is to die for. So yes, these ones I still use, still love. So that is my update on my 2017 makeup favorites, and we just covered a whole list of forgotten loves in that pile. Let me know down in the comments box down below what your forgotten favorites are. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Also click the subscribe button down below so you can keep up to date on all my Aussie made and owned beauty reviews, as well as my 2018 beauty favorites coming your way. That's it for this video, everyone. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.